Everyone. So today we're going to make another fall craft. Now, don't sleep on Kohl's because I got this at Kohl's. It was on the clearance for 4th of July. It's a nice heavy duty like shadow box frame. Um, I took the little plate off that was in there. It was on there with some staples. And I'm taking one of my favorite sweaters that I don't wear anymore. It's out of style, but I love this sweater. It's a nice hunter green color. And I'm going to cut a square out of it so it fits in the middle of that shadow box frame. Now I was very careful because I didn't want to have a lot of pulls or anything like that. So I'm cutting a little bigger than the frame itself so I can make sure that I get the pattern of the sweater that I want in the frame. Once I have that done, get that off to the side, clean up the little fuzzies, and we'll figure out how we want to put this in the frame. So like I said, it was a little bigger than the frame, so we cut it down to size. And this is what it's kind of going to look like. We're going to take this paper. It's just regular printer paper that I printed sweater weather on. Now I did it in Word and I did it in mirror form, and it makes a nice little, when you rub it onto the wood, it makes a shadow so you can know where you want it to go. Now, of course, the first time it didn't work for me is because I wanted to, I did this actually 3 or 4 times because I didn't like the way it was coming out. So the first time I didn't like the plain wood look. So now the second time I took some of the antique wax and I was going to make like just do the corners and kind of shadow around the rest of the frame. And after I got it done, I didn't like the way that looked either. But I was just going to continue on and see how I liked it at the end. But that's crafting for you. You don't like it, you can always do it over. So here I am, and I'm showing you again how you just take the plain computer paper, you print it out from Word, and you just use, I'm using a button here to just rub the letters onto there. And then we're going to fill them in with a pen. And what I also found is you don't want to use like um, a magic marker. I had my paint pens. That didn't work because this piece of wood, it came in a pack of 5, I think, from the Dollar Tree. It's got a lot of grain in it, and when I tried to trace the letters, it went along the grain of the wood and it smeared. So I'm using a calligraphy pen, which is, I guess, a drier form of ink, and I am just tracing the letters that I put onto the wood with the piece of paper. So there's the sign, and I'm looking at it and I'm still not liking it, but I put it off to the side for now. I'm using some double-sided tape. I thought that would be better to use the double-sided tape to hold the sweater in place than to use hot glue because the hot glue would have come through. So I went around all the edges of the frame with this double-sided tape and put them all down, and then I stuck the sweater down onto the sticky side of the double-sided tape. And here we are. It was much easier than trying to use hot glue, which would have come through the sweater because the sweater's like porous. I'm just trimming up some of the fuzzies from the sweater. So I put the sign down in the middle and I put the buttons down, and I'm looking at it and I really don't like it. So I did it on the other side and I like this much better. I did the whole wood piece with the antique wax. I did the whole entire thing, and then I just redid sweater weather. I did it in a different font because I couldn't remember the font I used on the other side. But anyway, so then I put the font down and I traced it, and then right now I'm using the twine again and I'm going around the edge of the wood piece from the Dollar Tree. I think it gives it a little bit more definition so you can see it against the backing of the sweater. And just went around the whole entire sign with the twine. Now I'm going to take that same twine, and to hide the edge of the sweater, this time I am going to use hot glue because I'm using it on the back side of the frame. We're going to use the same twine and go around the edge, and this helps cover up where the sweater meets the frame. But I am putting the glue on the frame, not the sweater. We're just going to press it down in there, make sure it sticks, go around the whole entire edge of the frame. I was getting fuzz on my finger from the sweater. And this kind of mirrors the wood piece from the Dollar Tree. There you go. You got it down. I'm going to put this, whoops, I had to turn the wrong way. Good thing I caught it. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue. We're going to center the wood piece in there. I have this little wood leaf from the Dollar Tree. It came in like a pack of 9, all kinds of different leaves. I don't know if they still have them. I think they do. And then I have these buttons. I got these from Amazon. It was in a bag of like 150 for like $8. That was a really good deal because these buttons are wood and they're really nice, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. And I like crafting with buttons. So there we go. Now I thought it needed just a little bit more. It needed a bow. And I just had some of this fabric. And I was going to make a messy bow and do it all, but it was too thick. I couldn't get them all. So I split it in half. So now I have I have two of these bows now. So what I did was I just cut like 6 inches of each fabric. And then I used a piece of twine to tie it together. And when I got it where I wanted, cut the ends on the twine, fluff out the bow, and we're going to put it right in the middle. And my camera dies in a minute. So we're going to just glue that down. We're going to use another button in the middle of the bow. I think that's where my camera died. And we're going to get it in there. And there you have it. Fluff out the edges of the bow so we can see all the pretty fall colors. And this one is done. I hope you guys like this one. I really like this one. I'm keeping this one. Thanks. Bye.